The distinction is if you're already established or if you're not. I'll kind of break that apart. So if you already have a business in place and business as usual, maybe some SOPs or whatever, you have product market fit to some extent. What they wanted to do though was bring a new offer to market. And so for them, they already had an audience, they already had access, they had those things. And you'd be surprised at how many people, if you're in that position, are willing to speak and get on a call. Actually, in some instances, you have to filter people out if you're actually that far ahead, because there's a lot of tire kickers. People that just want to pick your brain or what, and that's not really the point of the call. So one of the other phrases we use is value pitch. And so the collaborative value creation process is you're literally just the act of listening and being present and reflecting back what people have told you. That itself is valuable. Now, I say it depends on the niche as well, because if you are in a business where you're trying to target very, very senior or C-suite executives, that's their whole life. They're surrounded by yes men or people that just all they want to do is listen to them. And so in that instance, we would recommend probably starting with what we call an appetizer, which is kind of what you were describing. So an appetizer in business terms is then giving someone a taste of what you are like or have to offer, generally for free. It doesn't have to be for free. We had one client who got paid for market research, which was awesome, but that's a initial starting point. I would say that a paid appetizer is probably a higher commitment than jumping on a virtual coffee though, in most scenarios. So again, if you're already established and further ahead, then by all means, like, go for the appetizer as the next step, especially if it's more scalable, like a one-to-many webinar. Totally makes sense. If you're not that far along though, or you're trying to start a new offer, or you don't have an appetizer, or you're trying to crack into a new market, any of this newness, again, we talk about the difference between the top-down approach and bottom-up approach. And top-down basically means building in isolation. It's the idea that, like, build it and they will come. I have this awesome idea I'm going to bring to the world. Cool, but maybe let's validate it first. What language is the market using? What do they actually care about? In their words, what problems are they experiencing? How does that actually feel for them? What's their experience? Those are all the things that we can dig into in a market research call, even if it is to create an appetizer. So going back to our husband and wife clients, they were trying to build a lower ticket entry point offer because they already had a high ticket offer. And to bring that into the world, they did a ton of market research. And they were able to launch that new offer into a pre-validated, pre-sold market, because they'd already talked to all these people and they said, this is what we want. So then they could give them exactly what they wanted.